somebody so well before they speak. You know, they get half a story. But I had no idea the other day that when we were sending Brother Terry's wife home to be the Lord, that you was in the audience. I didn't know anything about you, and you know, we just a big family at our church, and she was a great part of our church. And so when people live the life that's what they're supposed to live, there's really no problem doing what you have to do. And then you have to worry more about the family, make sure they are good, well taken care of. You know? So I hope that that's what we did. And y'all don't appreciate you for inviting me. I was born in a little town called Poplarville, Mississippi. Poplarville is about 85 miles north of New Orleans. My daddy's name was L.C. Harris. My mom's name is Connie C. Davis. And we have a place in Meridian, right south of Meridian, near Whitman. We had about 200 acres, and that was left to us, to my great-great-grandfather, who was named Oliver Davis. We had a couple hundred acres left there to us, and it is known as Davis Hill. I was telling Charles on the way up to the problem that we have in the United States is that we've had so much of our history airbrushed out, and we don't know who each other really are. Being brought up in the deep south as I was, and went through all the things that I went through. Clint and I and my wife and one of the other members went out to eat last night, and the years I came up years ago, that you would probably be followed home and killed, or your house burnt down. I was raised up going to school, and they would give you your books, and they'd already be tore up, Charles. But in the back of the books, they had good, fair, new, or poor. Well, they was already tore up because everything we got was handed down from the white school. And so at the end of the year, you didn't have to pay a dime or 25 cents. The back's already off. So you went through a lot in that time under what you call Jim Crow law. And I was telling them earlier that in the United States, they never really wanted us to know each other. And if you go back and search your history, you find out that we are really more related than we really know. And if the United States, and I don't like to beat up the government, but if they had allowed us to know who we really are, we wouldn't have the problem we have today. The old saying, Charles, you can't judge a book by looking at the cover. You can't judge a book by looking at the cover. Because what I like it or not, whether Jefferson Davis was a Confederate president or not, I'm still a Davis. Regardless of what happened in history, or what happened in slavery, you still who you are. And I think that the enemy has kept us so separated and so blinded in America until when we really wake up one day and know who we are, we're going to really be ashamed of ourselves, because you know the Bible says you shall know the truth, and the truth will make you free. And so, although I went through all of this in Mississippi, I'm not bitter. I'm not upset. In 1965, they sent down a letter to all of the black people in Mississippi, said whatever school you want your child to go to, you can send that child to that school. My daddy got that letter, and many of the people there they signed up to go to the all-white school. My baby brother Jeff, he was 6 years old, And then when they started sending out, threatening to kill everybody, my dad was the last one name on the list to get his name off that list. And they had threatened to kill Daddy, and Daddy was only trying to do what's best for his son. That was up. And it was tough, y'all. It was really tough. You all don't know what it's like to sit at a window all night long waiting on them to come burn your house down. And everybody in that community done balled up in a knot and went the other way. And so we went through that. That was a guy by the name of Charles Bolton. He wrote the book called The Hardest Deal Ever. The Battle Over School Integration in Mississippi, 1870-1990. Charles Bolton, this book is called The Hardest Deal Ever. It's located in the LBJ Library in Dallas, I think it's Dallas, Texas. And it talks about a family in that, Charles, that resisted the Klan. And they stood and they wouldn't just go. They wouldn't just go out there and take their name off. And because my daddy was dead and my mom was dead, Mr. Bolton did not get the right to put our name in there, but it's in there. It's the Universal Press. I think it's the Universal Press of Mississippi, published in 2005. I think that's when Mr. Bolton published this book. But I'm going on, I'll be 68 years old in a couple of weeks. And our church, where Brother Terry, Clint, and all, and his wife, and we just sent home to be the Lord, they members, and many more. We don't have time to fight. We have time to talk. And unless we quit talking, to quit fighting, and start talking and get to know each other and each other's bloodline, we'd be better off. I never understood why we all trying to get to heaven, but we can't get along here on earth. I went through, ladies and gentlemen, I went through the book called Blood Justice. I went through the book. I lived there doing Mississippi burning. Blood Justice is a book about a young man by the name of Mac Charles Parker. I called last night and found out I was 11 years old when that happened. That happened in my hometown, about Mac Charles Parker, who was lynched. Blood Justice, the Ghost of Mississippi was about, I can't think his name, he shot down in his driveway. But until America, on both sides, to start being forgiving of each other, we'll never get anywhere. I had a lady came to my house one day and she was talking to me about all this and all the stuff that we went through. And she said, did your mother teach you all to hate us? I said, no, we didn't have time. We were trying to survive. And love conquers everything. And so when you go through all of this stuff, you see this stuff, and some of us that are very successful, and I used to go to school, and my shoes, the lip, the bottom is tore up, and I stopped and found a fence post and give me a piece of wire. Y'all ever did it there? You ashamed to tell it, and tie that shoe, lift it back together, and go on. Had to do that. Or Charles, if it didn't come off the front, and wore a hole in the bottom, get a piece of brown paper bag and put it in the bottom. I did that. I'm not ashamed of what I went through. I'm not ashamed of where I come from. I'm not ashamed of the situation that we went through there. Because I think that that's what tests your relationship with God. It's when you can go through stuff and come out on the other side. Some people, I'm a sort of a somewhat private person. We have a lot of fun sharing it, don't know that. But when I started pastoring the church, we started that church, we had to deal with the people getting killed in South Carolina. I come in there and everybody, what are you going to deal with this? How are you going to deal with this? So I told Clint next and said, Clint, flag issues, how are we going to deal with that? I come in there a few weeks later, Supreme Court done ruled, stuff for old folk don't, I had to deal with that. And every time I would deal with it, I try to deal with it from the God's perspective and everything. And see, you all, we're being tested a lot of times. And we don't even know it, and a lot of tests we fail. We got to learn how to forgive. I called Clinton, we like to joke, I called Clinton when the flag issue came up and they were over in Tennessee, talking about taking Davis's monument down. That was funny. I called Clinton, we laughed, oh, Charles, they're taking Davis's monument down over at the Capitol, Tennessee. So I wake up about 2 or 3 days later, some guy talking about climbing Stone Mountain and sandblasting Jefferson office, and then I got mad. I called him, I'm mad now. He said, what's wrong? They messed with my great-great-granddaddy. They want to leave that alone. But when you sit back and you watch, you find out that so many of us don't know who we are. We don't know our history. We judge everything by the color of the type of hair, or because the guy got a suit on, because the guy drives a pretty car or something like that. And God judges us by our hearts. One of the main things that when our church started, my wife and I, we had a ministry in South Georgia, and God sent us back home after all these years, and we started this church. And I don't mean no harm, it's sort of funny, you all, and as our church grew, when I did the funeral the other day, a lot of people got a chance to see who I was, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people left there and said, oh, Terry, and a lot of y'all friends, Terry, and Donna, his wife, and the Morris family, they all belong to a black church. I said, no, they don't belong to a black church, they belong to a church with a black preacher. But when God was doing that for me and my wife, it was so funny. We'd go out to eat after church, and we sit there at the table, and we'd be looking at one another like, what is going on? I never took it like that church. We couldn't talk. We just go out, and they bring our food, we look at one another like, what's going on? But then I realized, you all, that God had blessed my wife and I with an extraordinary